Hi, it's Dr. Robert Yang. Welcome to my weekly talk. Today, I want to teach you how to make a fermented probiotic drinks. As you know, probiotics are really expensive too. If you buy large quantity, take a lot of it. But why not make it on your own? You can make a very high quantity of it, like in trillions of good bacteria to help your gut, to help your immunity against coronavirus and other viral infections. So this is how you do. You can do the fruit drinks or rice or grain drinks. On the fruit drinks, you basically mix probiotic capsule, 2 capsules with the fruits, blend it with raw organic honey or sugar and water. Make it liquidy so the fruits are below the water line. There's no fruit above the water line. And once you blend it, then later on we're going to put it in the glass jars. Or you can do that with the rice or grain. You can do had to be cooked. Rice and grain should be cooked. Added the 2 probiotic capsules and raw organic honey or sugar and water. You can put a lot of raw organic honey and sugar. It's not a problem because all the probiotics will consume the sugar and grow lots of bifidobacteria and lactobacillus for your consumption and to fight against the virus. So put more, the better. Later on, probably a big tablespoon of it or more. Later on, all the sugar will be eaten away by the good bacteria for you. So basically, you mix them and then store in a glass jar or multiple glass jars and store in a warm pot. Not too hot, about 55 degrees or less. Make it warm because when it's warm, about 40, 50 degrees, it actually double the numbers of probiotics, double every 4 hours. So you leave it in a warm pot for 2 to 3 days for the fruit drinks. For the rice and grain drinks, at least about 7 days, maybe even longer. So you'll eat away all the carbohydrates in the grains and turn into more probiotics and good beneficial compounds for your immunity. So for room temperature, fruit drinks should be 5 to 7 days and rice and grain 10 to 14 days because the temperature make it grow faster. So it's up to you. If you don't have a warm pot and you leave it next to your water heater, and that actually grow pretty fast too. And after this time, remember that warm pot, you double every 4 hours. You're going to have trillions of beneficial bacteria and probiotic that's going to protect you. And it's much cheaper this way than buying bottles and bottles of probiotic. That gets kind of pricey. The really good one, they're very pricey. Once it's ready and looks bubbly, you will see a lot of bubble formation when you don't seal tightly. The bubbles will come out. You'll hear the gas. Try to seal tightly. Once it's ready and bubbly, it can be stored in the refrigerator if you do want to slow down the fermentation. If you let it sit outside at room temperature, it's okay too, but it turns more sour. The sourness is actually normal. There's actually more bacteria there, more of beneficial chemicals there. Some of the lactic acid, some of the acid in there, it protects against viruses and bacteria and also against the harmful ones too, so all the viruses. So rice and grain, but how do you drink the rice and grain? You can make it into a soup. You can add it to your soup. You can boil it with water and add any spices you want or salt. You can drink it like a soup. And the heat kill probiotic still has the same effect on immune protection, immunity boosting, and also immune modulation. That will prevent you from going to cytokine storms from the coronavirus. For the fruit drink, fermented drink, you can drink it directly. No problem at all. But when you drink it, it's a little bit sour, a little bit sweet. When you let it ferment longer, it's more sour. So depending on how you want it. If you like it sour, let it ferment longer. So for this fermented drink, I recommend you drink it regularly. You can even drink it daily, twice a day. Not just for the coronavirus infection. It's a preventive measure. It prevents you from having all these leaky gut issues that will lead to diabetes, stroke, heart attack, inflammation in your body. This is ultimate longevity solution for anybody. So you should be drinking this regularly. I recommend you drink it at least 3 times a week, but if you can make it regularly, drink it daily, even twice a day. This will really be helpful and you'll have a healthy life. And besides the diet that we've been talking about previously, low carb diet, this is on top of it. Thank you for watching. Comment below. I'll see you next time.